This division of U.S. Navy recruits is in week 3 of their 10-week boot camp.
Get them up, Holcomb. It's supposed to hurt. Down!
They're enduring what's known as an intensive training exercise, or ITE session.
Push-ups. Get there.
It lasts for about 40 minutes without a break.
Up position. I told you yesterday I was going to get mine. Y'all been pissing me off for a week. Between not working together, thinking this is a joke, and it's not. You arguing, not wanting to step up to lead. You either lead or you follow. That's simple. Stop with this individuality and work as a team.
It takes everyone a little bit, I think, to realize the big message. We are one family, we are one team. There are no more individuals. ITE is not fun. It's to help you remember what you did wrong so that you don't do it again.
We had enough?
Yes, sir.
No, the we haven't.
This is Navy Boot Camp. Every year, more than 40,000 recruits graduate before becoming sailors and officially joining the fleet. It happens here at Recruit Training Command Great Lakes, located about 35 miles north of Chicago. RTC Great Lakes is the only boot camp for enlisted U.S. Navy sailors.
Who's going to a submarine?
Yeah. Why?
More money?
More money? Absolutely, 100%.
Base pay for enlisted sailors is about $22,000 a year. Sailors commit to actively serve for at least 4 to 6 years, depending on their specialty or rate.
There is no special skills required prior to signing that commitment. We were able to take any civilian off the street and transform them into a smartly disciplined, physically fit, basically trained sailor.
Boot camp begins with the night of arrival.
Let's go! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Buses driving from O'Hare Airport bring about 100 new recruits to the Recruit In Processing Facility.
Let's go!
We want to put them in a stressful environment to show them that even though it might be stressful for them, they can get through it.
You're moving too slow!
And then it kind of like sets the tone for the rest of training.
What the are you looking at, guy? Where did I tell you to look? Where? Where did I tell you to look? Welcome to Recruit Training Command. I'm Chief Walters. I'll be one of your facilitators this evening. When I tell you to, you will remove your cell phone. You're going to call home, call your parents, call your recruiter, I don't care who, but you're going to let them know that you arrived here safely. You have 1 minute, go.
What up, man? Hey, I just made it in.
I don't have long to speak, but I just want to tell you that I made it safely, but I'm okay.
You got 45 seconds, hurry up!
I'll get through it. I gotta go, Mom.
I called my mom. It was definitely emotional, though, because you kind of know that's the last time you're going to be able to contact your family for a little bit.
Love you very much. You guys have a good one. Bye.
You understand the words coming out of my mouth? Yeah. What are you saying yes to? It's yes, Chief. What is your problem, guy? What is your problem? Why are you moving so slow? You're on my time now, not your time. Hurry up!
It was brutal, I won't lie. It was a culture shock. You are learning pretty much how to be a new human.
You do not know what the you're supposed to be doing at any given time. You will stand at attention until told to do otherwise. At no point in time will you look a staff member in the eyes. That's rude and disrespectful, and that's the quickest way to piss us off. Is that understood? Yes, Chief. How about some motivation? Is that understood? Yes, Chief.
Recruits receive their ditty bags.
Hey, hurry up. Let's go. Get your socks off my table. Let's go.
Which hold their different uniforms, hygiene products, and basic items they'll need for boot camp.
Hurry up. Go, 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 go.
Recruits must provide urine samples to make sure they have no drugs in their systems. Those who can't immediately provide a sample are ordered to hydrate until they can. Although male and female recruits sleep in different compartments, some train in gender-integrated divisions. After being assigned to divisions, recruits wait to meet their recruit division commanders, or RDCs.
Get the up! Let's go!
Turn around, back the up!
Signified by their red shoulder cords, these RDCs will be with the division until they graduate from boot camp.
Did we say you could talk?
They want to be here to be sailors. So that's our job, to train them, to help them get there.
Why are we so slow? Hey, you, isn't he taller than you? Yes, chief, no, chief, aye, chief.
We're not their friends. We're here to make them sailors.
Why are you looking at, recruit? Do I owe you anything?
You want them to be uncomfortable, right? You want to get them out of their comfort zone. Boot camp is hard, but when you go out to the fleet, if you make a mistake, you're going to kill somebody, right? Now it's lives are at stake. So we want them to understand that the bigger picture.
Male recruits have to shave their heads. Female recruits can pull their hair back in a bun or wear it down as long as it does not extend below the back of the collar. The new recruits pay their first visit to the galley, where they eat in silence and stare straight ahead until they're dismissed.
Table 8, get up and get out!
They'll need their strength for their first test of boot camp.
Come on, push it up.
An initial physical assessment known as the PACER test.
Everyone up!
Timed intervals of push-ups, planks, and running.
Not every recruit shows up where they need to be. That's okay. That's what we're here for.
Put your hands by your side. Look at everybody else next to you. Fix yourself.
If we identify individuals that are struggling, then we can curtail the training to make sure everyone's on a level playing field to be successful.
2 minutes on the left.
Recruits have 2 chances to pass the test.
0226.
If they fail, they're recycled into another division where they'll keep trying until they can move forward. In week 1, recruits are tested on their ability to swim.
God forbid you're in that abandoned ship scenario where you do have to leave the safety of your ship. The Navy has deemed that we need to be able to implement a swim qualification to ensure your safety and the safety of your shipmates. Everyone in the Navy has to have a third-class swim qualification. The third-class qualification consists of stepping from an elevated platform, surfacing unassisted, swimming 50 yards, then doing a 5-minute prone on your front, known as a prone float, or on your back, known as a supine float.
I knew it's the Navy, you're gonna need to know how to swim a little bit. I had swam before, but I had never jumped off a diving board. Hitting the water, you're like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. It's a shock.
But not all recruits are ready to take the leap. Some have to be pulled from the water during the test and sent to remedial swimming, where they learn the basics of being comfortable in the water.
We're just asking you to try to actually calm yourself down and realize that the water's not going to drag you under. You know, you have to cooperate with it. We have a 99.97% pass rate. We have a higher pass rate for recruits that can't swim than the Navy has of making civilians into sailors.
During week 3, recruits report to the Marlin Spike Trainer, where they get their first taste of what it's like to be aboard a Navy ship.
Hand over hand, positive control.
Y'all literally just did this. What is the problem?
Figure 8, 1 figure 8 at a time.
Once they do get to us, there's that nervousness. They don't know anything about a ship. It's scary. It's a big old vessel in the water, right?
Remove the bird's nest.
We teach them about how to communicate on a ship, how to tie a knot, transitioning them to be a sailor.
This walkthrough, that was the easy part. Now the pressure's on. You up, you up.
Each recruit is assigned a role that corresponds to a real member of a ship's crew,
Make all preparations for getting underway.
with the objectives of getting a ship underway and bringing it safely into port.
Make all preparations for entering port.
So at the bridge at the very top, you have the boatswain's mate, and then we have our bridge phone talker.
Mine's 3 and 4. Singled up, bridge eye.
They're gonna be having comms with the other 3 phone talking stations down on the actual ship.
Attention on deck, attention on pier.
And the petty officers in charge relay that message to the line captains.
Fake down line going inboard. Fake down line going inboard.
Line captains have that script saying, single up all lines, take in all lines.
Double up all lines high.
Who the is talking?
It's loud, it's chaotic, it's hectic. Because when they're on the actual ship, when they have actual waves moving that ship, they need to be calm, cool, and collected and resort back to their training.
When I say prepare heaving line for heaving, that's when he comes over here.
You're gonna hold this so he can tie the knot.
It's all about communication as well as following all the safety precautions. Anything that can get you injured, you need to make sure you're aware of what that is, make sure your teammates aren't doing it either.
Watch your feet, watch your feet, watch your feet.
Just standing there, they can be injured. somebody can go overboard. Somebody can trip up on a line. Take it from myself, because I've eaten complete crap before, like falling on the deck of a ship, and it was not fun.
1, 2, 3.
Remove figure eights and round turn. Take figure eights off and then round turn. Move to safety zone.
But seamanship starts in the classroom.
What's advance mean? Stop. Okay, next. What's next?
Single up all lines. Forecastle I.
Aye.
All stations, single up all lines.
All stations, bridge.
All stations, bridge, single up all lines.
Single up all. Single up all lines.
It's like speaking a different language. You got to get the hang of it. It helps that everyone else is doing it with you, so the more you hear it, it's all around you. Eventually, you won't even think about it.
Just tell him the message.
Bridge, single up all lines.
It's Barney style. We break it down Barney style.
Barney, like the dinosaur?
Yes, pretty much.
Single up all lines, aye.
Perfect, just like that.
This is called the confidence chamber. I don't call it the gas chamber. I don't call it the torture chamber. It's none of that stuff. It is the confidence chamber. The reason you go through this is so we can prove to you that the mask works. Does that make sense?
Yes, Chief.
In week 4, recruits are exposed to CS gas or tear gas in the confidence chamber.
Who's nervous right now? Somebody tell me why you're nervous.
I'm nervous about how my body's going to react.
Body's going to react. It's going to react accordingly.
After learning how to properly don and clear the masks, the recruits head inside the chamber and wait for their turn to step to the line at the front of the room. An instructor pours the powder inside the CS capsules onto a hot plate, filling the room with gas.
Mask up, come on, let's go! Get that mask up! Get that cup up!
When they take off the mask, it only takes a few seconds before they feel the effects of the gas. Some recruits don't seem affected by it, but most struggle. They cup their hands under their chins to prevent bodily fluids from leaking onto the floor.
What does it feel like when you take that mask off?
It hurts, burns a lot. It's a good sinus clearer. If you're sick, you'll be able to breathe once you leave there.
Sierra Group Morales, Division 205. Hoo-yah!
Recruits say their names and division numbers, followed by a hoo-yah.
Let's go, girl!
After about 15 seconds of exposure, they're allowed to exit the chamber.
Keep moving.
It definitely wasn't fun. Definitely wouldn't, sign up to do it again, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Oh yeah, easy day.
Yeoman, where y'all at? Where my man yeoman at? Man yeoman?
Later in week 4, recruits are trained to fight fires.
You never know when a simple fire will break out on board the ship. Any sailor needs to be ready to combat that fire to save the ship, aircraft, submarine, you name it.
Controlled fires fueled by propane tanks simulate different types of fires that could occur on a ship.
A lot of them don't understand that pressure that comes through the hose. As soon as you open up that nozzle, all that pressure starts to push you backwards. They kind of hold it nonchalantly a little bit.
It was one of the most hands-on experiences we got to do. Part of the teamwork that helps you realize that there's going to be points where your life is going to be in the hands of another person. It's important to pay attention because if you're not doing things correctly, you're putting someone else in danger.
Recruits trained to safely fire the M9 Beretta pistol, as well as to assemble and disassemble it.
A lot of people that come through here have minimal to zero experience.
3-1000.
If something's incorrect, we fix it right away. If we see that some of them are kind of just a little bit too nervous, we'll talk to them, make sure that they're mentally okay, and make sure that they feel safe and they feel like they're in a good environment.
Why should Navy sailors need to be qualified to shoot weapons?
I would say most typically on watch. That's when we have to stand watch and provide some sort of security. If someone steps on board a vessel, anything seems kind of weird, kind of sketchy, then we would have to employ that weapon if things start to escalate.
Not every sergeant Navy passed the test. He captured and destroyed a machine gun nest.
boot camp culminates with an event known as Battle Stations. It happens inside this building, which may not look like much from the outside, but inside, the recruits encounter this: the USS Trayer. It's a 2/3 scale replica of a Navy destroyer ship designed and built by companies that created attractions for Walt Disney World.
Good evening, Division!
Battle Stations is an accumulation of every training evolution you've done throughout basic, mixed with a little bit of sleep deprivation. So I think it's the closest thing any of us are going to get to what being on a ship's like.
Although the Navy agreed to let our crew film parts of the Battle Stations event, we weren't allowed to show major details of the scenarios or solutions to the problems recruits have to solve.
So it goes over 17 different scenarios, from firefighting to seamanship, first aid, so all of those combined into one special night.
A special and long night. Recruits are not allowed to sleep during the event.
Doors go.
Who are
you telling?
I do not
Are
care.
you telling me? Are you telling petty officer? Or are you telling your CLS? Tell the CLS. Doors go, CLS.
When they say when you get to fleet, you gotta be able to handle sleep deprivation, you really do. You have to be able to handle doing the right thing, even when it's very stressful, even when you're cold, wet, tired, sleepy, and even when your peers may not be in the right mindset either.
The first scenario we saw involved a burst water pipe in a room full of ammunition shells that recruits had to move while trying to patch the pipe.
If you can't do it alone, ask for help.
They use their firefighting skills to put out a fire that breaks out on board.
We have all the sound effects, the lighting, the smoke, just because we want to make sure it's as realistic as possible. Once you go out to the ship, if there was ever, emergency situation that happened, we want to kind of reflect that here.
We were allowed to film inside one of the training areas built to resemble the damage suffered by the USS Cole in the deadly attack in October of 2000, with details down to the clock on the wall, which is stopped on the minute the real attack occurred. But when the scenario starts, recruits don't notice such details.
People are dying! People are dying!
They have to locate and evacuate a casualty through thick smoke, over obstacles, and in total darkness.
Some people like working under stress because they say pressure either produces diamonds or it bursts pipes.
It was really fun. I would definitely do it again, maybe after a full night's rest, but I would 100% do Battle Stations again. It's a night I will never forget.
Who the hell is the team? Who the hell is the team?
After Battle Stations is complete, recruits line up in front of the USS Trayer to receive their Navy ball cap, symbolizing their transition from recruits to Navy sailors.
They realize everything that they have done thus far, all the blood, sweat, and tears they shed, they finally earned their Navy ball cap, and it's a proud moment for all of them.
That morning was extremely emotional. I was definitely more proud of that than anything I've ever done before. Nothing compares to that moment.
Friends and family gather to witness their new sailors graduate before joining the fleet.
You see the change. You have some recruits that you never thought they were going to make it past training. But once they graduate and you see that, wow, they grasp the point of this, you know they're going to be out there, out in the fleet. It's really rewarding.
Seeing recruits come off the bus with long hair, not knowing their left to the right, not knowing how to wear a uniform, and seeing that transition that they make from a civilian to a recruit to a sailor is truly eye-watering and truly a blessing.
That day I left. That day I left. My daddy said. I shook my daddy's hand. He said that I'd become a man. I'd become a man. Oh, we, 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 oh.